Well, I decided to take another chance and dig a different spot over here at 6 feet under. I noticed this little creek on the way in. There's a lot of exposed bedrock. Apologize for the wind. It's pretty windy today. I'll try to give you a little tour here. You see all this bedrock here that's popping out of this little wash. Lots of places for gold to get caught. I'm going to try and do a little metal detecting here before I get running the dry washer. There's two reasons why I stopped here. One is the bedrock. I want to do a little detecting. See if I get lucky. You can see there's a little drop right here. And it is collecting material. Second reason is right above this bedrock. There's some conglomerate up here. I don't think that's the technical term for it, but basically a bunch of river rock stuck in the dirt. And assuming it's not too hard, I'm going to try and run some of this in a dry wash. See what it looks like. Hopefully this wind doesn't get too bad. Look at that. So yeah, we'll see how it goes. First things first though, I gotta get set up. Alright, I figured I'd start off by showing you guys just how sensitive I have this detector set up today. That is 0.15 grams. I believe it's about 2.3 grains. I'm going to throw it in a little baggie here just to show you how hot the detector hits on this. Sorry about that. I have it a little noisy just so you can hear better. There you go. And I have the little 6-inch coil on here. It doesn't go very deep. I might try the 10-inch a little bit later and see how it goes. I know it'll pick up pretty hot on this also. But this should be good for the bedrock here. Okay, I got the typical junk metal detecting, bullet fragments and things like that. And as much as I want to dig this stuff, I don't think that's happening today. This is just rock. I don't have the equipment with me to break this stuff up at all. So I'm gonna mosey on over to where I was digging at last time and see if I can't get some gold before the day's over here. Okay, here's my old hole. Somebody came in and ran all the stuff that fell down and started digging off to the right here a little bit. Hope they got some gold out of it. I'm not sure if the top layer that fell was any good or not, but anywho, there's my old tailings pile and all my rocks. And then this is what they ran. Looks like they ran about the same amount of material I did. Maybe 2/3 at least. Hopefully they got something. I'm curious if it was somebody watching my videos. It would make sense, I suppose. That's why I post them. If you find something that looks good on here, go dig it. There's enough for everybody. I'm still working next to this guy, in case you're wondering. I am not sure which layer I'm going to run just yet, but I'll figure that out here pretty quick. I'm just about set up here. I got two things. One, to whoever was digging up here, found one of your tools. So if you message me with a description of what it is, I will tell you where I stashed it at so you can find it. Another is, I got this at Harbor Freight for $3.50. It's got an angle finder on it, level, so you can stick it on the grizzly here and make sure you're level. And then the big thing that I was looking for is, you can set it right here. And when you do find an angle that works good for you in the area, the material that you're running, you can always make sure that this tray is at the same angle. You won't lose any gold that way, no guesswork, nothing like that. We'll see how it works. Hopeful. So I'm chipping away and this big guy comes down and I found a little friend. Look at that. Sorry, little guy, I didn't mean to disturb you. I don't know how you got in there. This is crazy. Yeah, kind of cool. See if I can find him a home. Anybody interested in making a new friend? Almost tempted to take him home. My kid would get a kick out of this. Hopefully that's focused. I can't really see. Yeah, maybe I will. I don't know. I'll have to think about it. Okay, I have run one 5-gallon bucket from this material up in here around the sides. There was a couple of very large rocks here. I know it's really close to the surface, but I'm going to work my way down and do this one bucket at a time. I don't have a lot of time here today, so if I figure out which layer is paying off, at least I accomplished something here. So I'll go run that one bucket through the pan and see what it looks like. All right, so about a 3-gallon bucket or so after all the rocks were removed on the grizzly. And I got about 4 little specks. So it's time to move a little further down. Okay, I suspect that this right here is the layer where the gold's coming from. It's very, very, very hard pack. Very hard to pick in. No way to do it without a pick for sure, unless you have a little jackhammer or something, but you can see right above it, it gets nice and loose. And the only reason I was digging over here is because if you follow this, I'm sorry about the camera, shaky here. If you follow this layer here, it actually works its way up over here. But anyway, this stuff is way more hard pack, a lot more rocks. I've been picking a little bit and shoveling, picking a little and shoveling, because this top layer here has been threatening to come down. And at some point here it probably will. If it doesn't come down naturally, I'll probably knock it down before I leave, just so it's safe. But I'm gonna do a quick clean out and see what this looks like. I don't know if you can see how much I've dug in the side there. That's probably a little better. We'll see what it looks like. I gave up on the 1 bucket thing. It was just too time consuming to pan. All right, clean out number 2. It looks like I was correct. That is the layer that you want to be digging in up here. Look at that. Little picker. Not too bad. Okay, I knocked the whole side down here. It's a little bit more safe. If somebody wants to run this stuff, there's probably some gold in it. There was a lot of really big rocks in it. I don't recommend anybody dig back towards this coyote hole anymore. There's probably about maybe 2 feet of material left there. I would hate for somebody to come out here and get hurt or buried. If you're interested in following this vein, it goes all the way around the side of the mountain. You can pretty much just pick your spot and dig in. So it would be a lot more safe than trying to dig here. Also, same thing on this side. If you look inside here, you see all these larger rocks. There's a layer above it that runs across. Just figure out where this is going to poke through over on the other side. Start poking a hole through. You'll get to it pretty quick. It'll be a heck of a lot more safe. All right, I'm going to do a clean out, see what it looks like. Okay, where'd it go? Wasn't quite as nice a cleanup as the last one, but I only ran, I don't know, a couple buckets. It was just getting way too sketchy on the side of the hill. I kept seeing little bits falling down at me. So I still got a little bit of daylight. I got to figure out what I'm going to do. I probably will go ahead and start poking another hole over there and just see what it looks like. At least I'll know whether I have a good spot for next time. Okay, it looks like I was wrong about the time. I forgot to reset my watch for daylight savings. So I'm going to pack it up. I didn't get a lot of time in. Usually on a 3-hour run or so, I'll get about a tank and a half or 2 tanks run on the blower, but I didn't even use a full tank. Got got any comments or anything, leave them. I'll try my best to get back to you. Yeah, with that being said, here is a final cleanup with a coin next to it per request.